Alright guys, today I'm going to start a series on Microsoft SQL Server, how to query data. I will be starting with the very basic today of data manipulation languages, which is the select statement. So the select statement is used to extract information from a database or from a table. Now I have my databases here. You can check my past videos and you can see how to create a database in a second or two. But for the AdventureWorks database, which is a public data set and database, I'm going to drop the link on how to get it so you can practice along. Now I have my databases here, so if I want to query, opening a new query file. So I'm doing this as though we're absolute beginners, right? Now if I open my AdventureWorks database, let's say which table do I want to extract information from? I want to extract information from my dim employee table, right? My DBO is just a schema nomenclature, right? Just a naming nomenclature. So I want to extract information from my dim employee table. That's what the select statement does. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 things before we get down into more details. Alright, simply select from, okay, so the name of my database is AdventureWorks DW2022, as you can see there, .dbo .dim employee. Okay, so this is the name of my database and the name of my table. Now I want to tell it to select everything from this table in this database. Okay, now the reason why I'm going through the long route of having database name and table name is because what I have here is my master database, which is not a particular database, it's just a general database. Okay, so I would need to specify the database and the table I want to extract from that database, otherwise I'm going to get an error. So if I execute this, it gives me the information from the dim employee in AdventureWorks, dim employee table in AdventureWorks database. Alright, now another way I can go about this is if I have a longer script file and I just automatically want it to switch to this database when it wants to perform this action. I could tell it use AdventureWorks. So use, and then you select your database name, and you can now go on to write your select everything. So everything is asterisk. Asterisk means everything from. I can now go ahead to simply state my table name, dim employee. Okay, so I can put a comment there that so to add a comment you use double dash, that asterisk means everything. Okay, so of course it's not going to run a comment, right? So anything after this double dash is not going to be executed. So now I have everything from dim employee, and it has automatically changed my database here from master to AdventureWorks DW2022. So just in case you want to switch that, you can just come here and choose any database that you want to work with. All right, so let's go further. So the select statement is used to extract information from a table or from a database. So let's go again, select from, so because it has changed now to AdventureWorks, I don't need to specify the database name or even use the use statement. Okay, so select dim employee, and the reason why I like writing the select statement first is because it allows SQL Server to suggest the names of the variables in my table when I begin to fill them up. Okay, so far so good. We've done select everything from dim employee, which gives us this, but I can also select specific variables from my table. Okay, so it's, for example, I want employee key, I want first name, I want last name, maybe title and some other variables. Alright, title and some other variables, hire date, birth date, and some other things in this table. Okay, so I'm just going to specify those variables that I'm looking to extract. Right, so I want employee key, I want first name, I want last name, title, hire date, birth dates, and okay, so let me just take marital status, and that's good. Okay, so if I execute this, I now have those unique information that I required from it, or that I asked for it. Now, for the sake of order, so you can see everything, I'm just going to bring this down and tabulate it. Okay, so I have this. Now, it's going to select the variables for you in the order that you selected them. So if I wanted employee key to come last, I would put it last. Okay, what I mean is, let's say I also want gender, which was available in the dim employee table. So we have gender somewhere down here. We have gender here. Okay, so if I also want to include gender, but I want it a bit earlier, so I'm going to add that here. So I now have select gender. So you see where gender is coming in, not at the last. So if I execute this, you can see gender has come in exactly at the position where I put it. Okay, so that's how the select statement works. It allows you to extract information from a database. It's part of the database manipulation languages, and it's the most common. Well, some persons give it its own data language, like data select language or data query language, but it doesn't really matter. So this is how you use your select statement. And one rule of thumb I would always give is, try to, especially in query, try to know how to read your query as though it were a language. Try to know how to read your query as though it was a language. So basically, we are just communicating with our database, and we're telling it, oh, select employee key, select this, select this, select this from somewhere called dim employee. Right? So as simple as that, that sorts that out. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to show us how to alias and how to concatenate, which is taking it a bit further from the select state in the select statement to other manipulations that we can do. All right, see you.